Hey guys, how are you? So I'm Katie Ersta and I am a six-star Diamond Beachbody coach. And I've never really done one of these before. So this is my first time doing this, but there should be on the right-hand side a Q&A section if you have questions that you can ask there. And if you can't do it there, there's actually a comment section on the bottom that you can actually ask there as well. So tonight I'm really excited because I have the opportunity to share with you my experiences being a Beachbody coach. And I am really, really excited to get started. So I am just going to click a couple of things and see if I can add on to it. All right, and I'm going to share the screen. All right, guys. So my name again is Katie Ersta, and I'm a six-star Diamond Beachbody coach. And tonight, I just wanted to give you some information about what it's like to be a coach on the Knockout Brigade. And the Knockout Brigade is the team that has been formed recently in the last couple years and has really grown to a few hundred coaches. If you are on this call, you were probably invited by somebody who is a coach on the Knockout Brigade. And we are so excited to have you on the call and just share a little bit about what this thing is all about. You might see somebody that you know in some of the pictures, and it is just awesome to see so many wonderful faces on here and how many lives have just been transformed by what we do for a living. So tonight, this call is all about what it means to be a Beachbody coach. It's all about giving you information on how you can create a successful business working part-time and create eventually what is and has become for me a full-time income. So, being on the Knockout Brigade means that you are part of a #1 team in the company. My direct upline is actually #1 in Beachbody. She is ranked #1 in Beachbody, and she has created a lot of trainings and documents that you will have access to simply by being a part of this wonderful team. So tonight, it's all about what we do, and it's all about how we manage our time, how we create the power hour, and the vitals of just creating this business building behaviors. You're going to have access to trainings and documents. There's weekly team calls, there's one-on-one support, and there's interactive website and trainings. And we teach you as your upline coaches how to share versus how to sell until it becomes something of a mobile business. And in order to do that, I thought it would just be a really great opportunity to sort of share a little bit about me and how I came to kind of be where I am at in the business. I didn't start out actually working Beachbody full time. I had no intention of being a coach. I actually ordered Insanity from Amazon. And I remember that I ordered Insanity off of Amazon because I thought P90X looked too hard on the infomercial. So I did Insanity, and it was the hardest thing, one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life. And in the meantime, I'd never done a challenge group, never drank Shakeology. I had been seeing my upline coach, who I went to college with, post online all of these things about coaching and Insanity and all kinds of information. And then I finished Insanity, and I thought, well, maybe that's what I'm supposed to do next. Like, what's this coaching thing all about? So I sent her a message. I asked her about what coaching was. And it basically just kind of became something that I did in my spare time. I was a teacher. I taught for 8 years in public schools. I have been in a wonderful school district for the past 7 years. It is a dream job. I was a seventh grade reading teacher. I had my master's degree as a reading specialist, and I was really passionate about the classroom. I created my own curriculum. And I was really fulfilled in doing that. And coaching really became something just for me. It was something that I was able to do on the side, on my own time, and I was helping people, and I was running these challenge groups, and I was surrounding myself with other like-minded people. And every day I was just becoming more and more passionate about what I was doing. And at the time, there was no intention, there was no talk about possibly even leaving the classroom. It wasn't really an option. I had no desire to, even though financially it was okay. I was really starting to see the benefits of coaching, but it was just something that wasn't in my mind. Last September, I decided to make a push in my business because I had just had my second son, Dom. And Dom was born September 10th. And I started pushing towards an advancement in my business. And it was because I really just wanted to extend my maternity leave and not have any financial worries. And I did, and I made my goal, and everything was going really, really well. And in January, I decided I'm not going to go back to the classroom for the spring semester. I was just going to enjoy the rest of my maternity leave at home. And then life sort of happened, and it has a way of doing that, right? The unexpected sort of just comes about. You can be, have the best plans laid out for you, and you don't really ever think that anything like what happened to me can happen to you, but it did. And at the end of January, I was actually diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I had to undergo about 8 months of pretty rigorous chemotherapy. And I remember thinking when I was first diagnosed that there was just no one that would take me seriously as a health coach. And I just left my job. I didn't have benefits anymore with my job. And here I was. The only option I had was this kind of sort of Beachbody thing that I was doing. I mean, I wasn't making of my salary as a teacher, but I was feeling like I had no other choice. And so while I was home for the second part of my maternity leave, and I was doing my chemotherapy every other week for about 8 months, I also worked the business part-time in a way that I could. So I wasn't working it full-time. I was working it when I was physically and mentally able to. And even though I was not able to give it 100%, I was still seeing amazing success because I did a couple things consistently, and those things were compounded over time. And I'll talk a little bit more about that this evening. And so a little bit more about me. Aside from being an official survivor, I am now in remission. As of August 18th, I had my last chemotherapy. I also made the decision to leave the classroom so that I can devote my business full time or devote time to my business. And I am very, very excited about that. And I just tonight really just want to talk about some of those things that helped me get to the point where I am now. And it wasn't something that happened overnight. And it wasn't something that I really even thought would be the path that I would go on. It wasn't something that I really saw myself doing full time. But because I was laying the foundation of a successful business, it just sort of happened that way. And there were three things that I can really say I firmly believe that has helped me get to this point. And those are that I'm determined, I'm pretty disciplined, and I really don't give excuses. And part of that is because I just decided that I am not going to give up. And it is in all parts of my life, that never give up attitude. It was when I was fighting cancer. It is with my business. And it just kind of has come to fruition. And that's where I am. So, a little bit about Beachbody and who we are. So, I don't know if you have ever heard the name Carl Deichler before, but Carl Deichler is sort of the face of Beachbody, and he is the CEO along with John Congdon. And Carl Deichler is at so many of our events. And when you hear him speak, everything about what he's saying is just completely from the heart. And the mission of the company, although it's so simply stated, it is just so firm and true. And you can hear it in his passion and what he's doing. And knowing that and hearing him speak just knows that that mission is to help people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives. I mean, really, what more could you want in a job than to help people live a healthy and fulfilling life? And how they decided to do that was they actually founded the company in 1998. And at that time, they were coming up with a couple different ideas for different workouts. And they decided to actually move about 5 years ago into the direct marketing of coaches. So they had this idea because, people were starting to see results with the products that they were bringing out. And people were just very happy with the results that they were getting. They were sharing them on the message boards. And they came up with this idea of creating a multi-level marketing company where the coaches could actually distribute the products and help people actually get the results with the program. Because we all know that a lot of times these programs, as great as they are, if you don't have someone who is keeping you accountable, it is really hard to stay motivated. So they came up with this great idea. They were going to, have coaches who could distribute the products, and then they would help their customers achieve the results with the help of nutrition, the program, and just constant accountability. So Beachbody is amazing in that it truly has fitness programs that are meant for all ability levels. So you have programs that are the far end of extreme. You have Asylum, you have P90Xs, and then you also have programs like Brazil Butt Lift and Chain Extreme that can really be modified for any fitness level. So it's peer-to-peer support in weight loss and exercise programs. So Beachbody is a multi-level marketing company or network marketing, which means you earn through direct and through team sales. So you earn commission, but you also earn money off of team sales as well. Now, I also want to mention too that when I say that you earn money from team sales, it means that you are actually paid by Beachbody for how well your team does. So we'll get a little bit more into that as you grow your business, but that's just something to think about as well. All right, so what is a coach? So in your mind, you might be thinking, well, I'm not an expert. I don't have a background in nutrition. I am not a personal trainer. So how could I possibly become a coach? Well, here's the interesting thing. Beachbody doesn't necessarily want you to have all the answers. They don't necessarily think that coaches have to be nutritionists or personal trainers. What Beachbody has done is they are asking people who are products of the product to share with other people and help them stay motivated and driven to get their own results. So coaches are normal people. They are people who struggle with their health and fitness. They are people who make mistakes and have flaws, because those kind of people are the people who are relatable. Coaches do not have to have all the answers. What I love most about the programs that they give us is that they all come with a no fail system for results. If you follow the program guides and you do the workouts in the order that they tell you, and you follow the nutritional guides, you will see results. And your job as a coach is to help people stay motivated and to stay accountable and to make sure that they are working towards those goals that they've set for themselves. So a coach, again, is just somebody who is there to help. It is there to inspire you and help you and lift you up when you yourself are struggling with your own goals. And I have to also say that one of the things that I love about coaching is when you are a coach on the Knockout Brigade, you aren't just helping each other stay accountable for your fitness, you're also helping each other help throughout your business as well. So the three lovely ladies that you see in these pictures, they are all products of the product. They are all coaches on the Knockout Brigade. They all inspire their challengers. They inspire other coaches, and they truly just lead by example. And a coach isn't somebody who has, the ideal body. And I remember thinking, even when I started, I wasn't at my ideal weight. I still had a few pounds that I wanted to lose. And I remember having it go through my head, well, what if somebody like looks at my post and says, well, she can't be a Beachbody coach. She doesn't have, the perfect body or a six pack or, whatever the case may be. And I remember thinking that and having it in my head and worrying about that. But here's the thing, people relate to you. They relate to the things that go really well in your life, and they relate to the things that you struggle with. So even in my personal life and in my story, it goes back to those dark days when I was first diagnosed with cancer and thinking to myself, who in the world would want me as a coach when I'm sick and I'm bald and I'm not feeling good and I don't look like an image of health? I am sick. And I remember a friend saying to me, Katie, everybody is going to want you as a coach. And when she said that, it was just this moment of realization that just was so true. And it wasn't about perfection. It wasn't about, having to have all the answers. It was truly about having people at the forefront of my mind and just wanting them to be better and wanting to help them get there. It was just simplified. It was just about helping and inspiring people. And that's truly what it became. So how do we do it, right? All right, again, these are pictures of the wonderful coaches we have on our team. And Beachbody has made it really, really easy for us to make sure that we are inspiring other people and we are keeping them motivated. They've given us the fitness programs, and the fitness programs are awesome. They have the nutritional guides, they have the workouts in the order specific to how to maximize results for our customers. And then we have nutrition. We have Shakeology, which if you haven't tried it yet, in 7 days, I guarantee you'll be hooked. Shakeology is all natural. It's nutrient dense. It is packed full of powerful vitamins and nutrients that are going to help you throughout your workouts. It has the perfect protein to carb ratio, so it's great for post workouts as well. And it's the one meal a day that I know my customers are taking that they don't have to think twice about. It's the nutrition that they need that tastes good, and it's easy to take. It's on the go. It fits into anybody's schedule. And the last piece, of course, is that support. So if you haven't participated in one before, challenge groups are run through Facebook by a coach. And usually they're either 30 days or 60 days. And it's the job of the coach to make sure that she or he is providing daily motivation for the participants within that group. And of course, as coaches, we can't work out for somebody. We can't do the work for somebody, but we can along the way be the biggest cheerleader that they have. We can make sure that they are on the right track. And that's exactly what the challenge groups allow us to do. They're closed, they're on Facebook, and so you can have challengers that are 100 miles away whom you've never met except for through the wonderful world of Facebook, and you are connected through the group. You are connected through your accountability, your challenge group. That is what brings about results. That is what helps our customers get the best results possible. And so you might be wondering, well, how do you go about, creating customers or getting customers? And here is what I have found that works for me. I truly just share. I share my journey. I share what's going on in my life. I show them pictures. Usually on Tuesdays, I have a transformation of some sort, either another coach's transformation or my own transformation that I share with other people. I also share things that I eat or things that I'm feeding my family or pictures of myself doing my workouts, especially on days when I was going through my treatments and I was still working out and I was just kind of setting an example. And I was making people feel as though, you know what, if she can do it and if she's so motivated, there must be something about the product. There must be something about this Beachbody thing that is truly real and brings something so powerful to so many people's lives. So the more that I shared, the more that people sort of just started asking me about what I was doing. And I know at first you might be looking at this and saying, well, I don't have, a lot of recipes, or I don't have, customers who have transformations, or maybe I myself don't have a transformation. The cool thing about being a member of the Knockout Brigade and on the team is that we share with one another. So if somebody comes up with a great recipe, or if somebody has a great idea for a challenge group, or, if somebody had a crazy awesome transformation, it is something that we share with one another and that we ourselves are then able to use and give to other people as well. So I know that I kind of went through that sort of fast, and I hope that I can answer questions at the end. But I think what a lot of people want to know is, how do you actually go about making money? How do you go about creating a business by running these challenge groups on Facebook? So I want to kind of go into that, and I want to make sure that I tell you that it isn't something that is done overnight. It is done over a period of time. And as a coach, there's three things that we really, really talk about. And those are the three vital behaviors. And there are three things that we do consistently, and it's compounded over time. But the way that you make money as a coach is that for any time that anyone goes to your site, and when you sign up as a coach, Beachbody actually gives you 3 websites where people can order from. You get your Team Beachbody site, you get your Beachbody coach site, you get your Shakeology site, and you actually get the Ultimate Reset, which is another one of our products. But you actually receive a 25% commission. So anytime that somebody goes to your website, you send them a link and they order anything, you get a 25% commission from that order. So you also get commission from the challenge pack sales. And if you aren't sure what a challenge pack is, it's actually the entire package of workout, of Shakeology, and of the challenge group bundled into a pack. So when people are ordering a challenge pack, they get it for a lowered price. For example, right now P90 is on sale as a challenge pack. So they would get their P90, they would get their first month of Shakeology HD within there, and then they would also get you as a coach mentoring them through the challenge groups as well. And the other way that you earn money is when Beachbody pays you through the team and cycle bonuses. And this happens as you continue to build your team. And by build your team, I mean you start to sponsor your own coaches, and they in turn start to sponsor their own as well. So it's pretty cool as well because coaches also get a 25% discount on all the products that they purchase, including Shakeology. So that in itself is pretty neat. I know that I really love all of the Beachbody workouts. So when they do come out, I get really excited and I usually order them. And then my Shakeology, I have been taking it every day for 2.5 years. And that, of course, is a 25% discount as well. So those are the ways that we as coaches earn money. We don't stop there though. So when you actually are, starting to engage in the business and work the business, Beachbody takes it a step further than just paying you. They're saying, you are helping other people here. You are helping people achieve our mission of leading healthy and fulfilling lives. So we want to reward you for that. And there's so many different ways that they do this. And one of the things that they do is they have a program called Success Club that is actually intact. And Success Club is a series of points that you earn based on sales. And the more sales that you make, you are then rewarded for your hard work and for introducing so many people to Team Beachbody, that they reward you with things like trips. One of the trips that is coming up is Cancun. It is a paid for trip. The only thing you pay for is actually your airfare. They are rewarding new leaders on the teams if they have achieved what's called the 2-star rank in January. They are sending them to Los Angeles for a training opportunity. A few other coaches and I just got back last month from Scottsdale, Arizona, from a leadership retreat. And then there's also events like the Coach Summit, which you can actually earn for free through the Success Starters program, which the person who invited you onto this call can tell you more about. So there are so many opportunities to not only make a commission and to, make an income, but they really truly reward you for things like helping others. And at these events, it's not just that you sit at a conference. You actually get to work out with the celebrity trainers. Shaun T is there. You have Shailene there. You have Autumn there. And they are just there to really reward you and say thank you for helping us change the world one person at a time, helping us fulfill this mission. Because of that, we want to make sure that we're rewarding you. All right, so let me take a quick drink here. I have got to tell you that the team, the Knockout Brigade, is amazing. I love these people with all of my heart. They work hard, so hard to help other people. And we are all so different. The cool thing is they are from around the country. We have coaches in California, we have coaches in Washington, we have coaches in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we have coaches in Florida, and we're all connected because we're all part of a team. It's awesome to have such an incredible support system, and it consists of so many different types of people. There are doctors in there, there are lawyers in there, there are military spouses in there, there are single moms, there are moms, there are people who are working full time. There are people who are teachers. But the cool thing is they're all connected because we all truly are so motivated by the why. We're so motivated by our mission to help other people achieve their goals. So as a team, we connect. We have a closed group on Facebook where we are able to connect and talk together and troubleshoot if necessary. A lot of times we run challenge groups together as well. And we just motivate each other and keep each other inspired, and not just in the business, but in our health and our fitness as well. Like I said earlier, a lot of times people just assume that, to coach, you have to have all the answers. You have to have the perfect time to be able to start the business. You have to have so many hours in the day. And that really just isn't the case. The business can be built on such a small amount of time. And I know that because I lived that and I was that for a long time. But I couldn't have done it without having the support of other people. And that's where this team environment comes in. We truly just want to see one another succeed. And if something is working well for one member of the team, they share it with another member of the team. And it's growing. It just continually grows. So it's just a river of information. It's just helping one another achieve your goals. All right, so what can you expect from the team, the Knockout Brigade? So like I was saying, based on who we have on our team and the type of people that tend to be on our team, most of the people on our team have full-time jobs and careers. We are teachers, we are instructors, we are advisors, therapists, we are lawyers. There are so many people on this team that are doing this part-time. And I remember when I started this and thinking about how to be successful and doing those vital behaviors, I remember thinking, I don't know how in the world I am going to grow this business because I don't have the time. I can tell you that there is a way to do it when you have a limited amount of time. And in our trainings, we really talk about it. But the Knockout Brigade, you can expect things a little bit differently. We spend a lot of time with different types of training groups. So we have team building opportunities. We have push to diamond groups. We have closed support for all. We have weekly team calls. Right now we're doing an awesome girl, I think it's like a boss group, and we have guest speakers on there, and there's so many leadership trainings. And the one thing that I wanted to tell you that I'm very excited to introduce to you is what's called the 25 to Thrive. It is the newest curriculum that we've created to help people who are busy succeed in the business simply by helping them achieve in a very minimal amount of time daily. So it's simplified coach training to create a thriving business in the chaos of the world right now. So I understand completely, you have soccer practices to go to, you have a full-time job, you have just all of these things that you're balancing on your plate, and it's hard. When in the world are you going to fit it in? It can be done. And the 25 to Thrive is going to be the new coach training program that's going to start November 3rd and will run for 25 days to help you jumpstart your business. If you don't already know, there is a new program that is coming out in December called Max 30. And this program is going to be monumental in the Beachbody world. It is going to be a big item that a lot of people are going to want on their Christmas list. And why wouldn't you want to get into the 25 to Thrive so that you can make sure that you are able to help people begin that awesome program that's coming out as well. Just to note too that there is never from your coaches on this team going to be a pressure to sell. There are quite a few coaches on our team that just absolutely love the product. They love Shakeology. They get it every month, but they don't necessarily want to sell the product. They don't really want to run their own challenge groups. They don't want to co-run challenge groups. And that's okay. There really isn't any type of pressure to sell. You can simply sign up. You can be a discount coach or a preferred customer, or you can be a CEO of your business. You can completely make this business as big and monumental or as small as you truly want. And what's awesome, your upline is going to match your effort. So if you give your goals to your upline and you say to your upline, this is what I want to be able to do, they are going to give you the plan and the route on how you're going to be able to achieve that. But again, that's totally your call on what you want to do. I like to think of it as a life by design. So some of the people that you see here are coaches on the team. And, you know, it is absolutely rewarding to watch people live their life so passionately and see Beachbody and how it's intertwined through their passion. So there are people that have been able to fire their boss because they want to be able to commit to Beachbody full time. I have seen other coaches use Beachbody as a platform for their fundraising efforts. I myself am extremely passionate about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I have truly found a connection and so many relationships that have helped me through my treatment. So it goes so much deeper than just selling a product. It's being surrounded by people who just lift you up. The picture on the bottom of the women that you see, we were at a table, you know, one day, we were at a training for Beachbody, and we just sort of went around the table, told our story, and we had this discussion about how much weight we had lost, and we did the math, and the women you see in this picture, 340 pounds gone. And it's so much bigger than just a business. It's truly about changing lives, you know, whether it's you just love your passion for fundraising, or you love teaching insanity classes, or you are getting your PIO certification, or maybe you are really in to teaching people how to eat clean by sharing recipes, or possibly you are just starting your weight loss journey and you just need to surround yourself with good people. People who are going to inspire you, people who are going to lift you up. This is where you belong. You know, you set your work hours, you set your intensity, you say, this is what I want my business to be. And your upline is going to say, all right, this is what we need to do. I am so passionate about this job because it has changed my life. It has changed my body. It has changed my mindset. And of course, I just want to pay that forward. So how do you do it? You say, all right, Katie, I want to do it. This sounds really good. I'm really, really interested in doing this. You have a couple different options. When you get off of this call, you are going to talk with the person who invited you here. And there are several different ways that you can sign up. First, if you are military, Beachbody thanks you for your efforts and thanks you for what you're doing. If you are married to somebody in the military, or you yourself are a military in the military, you actually have no sign-up fee and you have no monthly fee. It's awesome, right? So you can basically sign up, you receive a 25% discount on all things Beachbody, including your Shakeology. It's pretty sweet. You have another option, and that's to pay a $40 coach sign-up fee with your Shakeology HD, In my opinion, the best option right now is absolutely sign up with a challenge pack, and then your fee, your $40 coach sign up fee is waived. So as a coach, there's no annual fee. You only pay a monthly fee of $15.95 unless you're military, and then it's waived. For $15.95 to be able to create a substantial business, that to me is insane. A $15.95 investment in a potentially six-figure business is crazy to me. So talk to the coach who invited you to sign up for it. All right. So in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you onto the call is going to ask you a couple of questions. And when you get off of this call, you want to be thinking about that. What appeals to me? Do I want to stay on as a customer, or do I really think that I could rock this business and sign up as a coach? Does Team Beachbody feel like a fit that could help you achieve your goals? And not just the financial goals, but also your physical and your health goals, on top of just, having our group, our team page. There are also coaching groups for people who are working towards their weight loss goals and motivating one another in that regard. And I would also love to know what you liked most about the presentation. What appealed to you about it? Was it the transformations? Was it, being a part of the team? Was it the opportunity that you can earn through the cycle bonuses? So you want to be thinking about those kind of things and the questions that you might have, so that when you have the conversation with the person who invited you, they'll be best able to answer them. All right. And then lastly, here's where we start. Is becoming a coach good for me? What can becoming a coach do for me? How can it change my life? The second thing is, who can I help? Really, health and fitness is not going anywhere. It's not going out of style. This isn't a fad diet. It is all about living a healthier lifestyle. And I know for me, I can think about the people that would benefit from this and being able to help them, and just running that list through my head of 5 people or 6 people, who might really benefit from this type of group. And what are my goals and dreams? I know at first that this question can seem kind of, I don't know, almost a little bit cheesy, I guess. But I truly believe that if you are a visionary and you are someone who has a clear-cut purpose and a vision and says, I really want to be successful at this, and in order to do this, in order for me to be able to achieve this dream that I have to start somewhere, and I have to have a plan, and I have to have action, and I have to have it routed out. If you do those things, you can have those dreams. All right, so your call to action tonight. Why do you want to become a Beachbody coach? For me, it's about freedom. It's about being able to work from home. It's about being able to tomorrow get in the car with my family and drive out to Baltimore and hug my friend I haven't seen in way too long, because I can, because I have that freedom to be able to do it. It took some time to work to that point. It didn't happen overnight, but I can tell you this. If you listen to the coaches and what they're telling you to do, we're giving you all of the tools so that you yourself can do the same. I love my team. I love this company. I love what we stand for. I love how much they have inspired me on the journey that I have been on in 2014. I am not going to lie. I am so excited for this year to be over, but I am blessed, and it is my responsibility to have people understand this blessing and to be able to pay it forward, because something like this shouldn't be hidden. Something like this is amazing. And I truly hope that this call gave you the information that you needed. And if you have any questions, if you would look at the Q&A or in the comment section, I can maybe help you out if I figure this out. All right. Do you guys have any questions tonight? I think you can type them in there. But if you do not, you can also find me on Facebook, or you can reach out to the person that has you on the call or who invited you onto this call. And I am so looking forward to having you join the team and welcoming you into the Knockout Brigade. Thank you so much for your time, and I couldn't thank you more. Hope you guys have a great night. Thank you.